Ba, 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 ba. No trademark Marvel music. I have a Minnesota hat on, but I think I'm going to rename it the Multiverse hat. We had a crazy announcement this weekend, and we will be talking Marvel and San Diego Comic-Con and Love and Thunder. I'm early, so that's for the replay people. For the replay people, we'll let people come in. I've got my screen share up. Spoiler warning, this is a spoiler show. And if you don't want to hear spoilers for Thor or don't talk theories, yes, I know we're on a Lego community live stream, but we have AFOLs on a panel.
But we are working on Lego Marvel stuff, so it qualifies.
Yes, we will show Lego.
You know what? The movie's been out for what, 2-3 weeks now. So if you haven't seen it, it's your own fault.
It's your own fault.
And if you haven't seen it, you're not a real fan, so spoilers are not going to affect you anyway.
Yeah. So my advice.
There you go.
There ain't much spoilers in this movie.
We'll let people roll in because we're getting rated now. All right, here we go. Let's say hi to the chat. Moto is adding to the stream. And,
Moto.
We'll say hi.
I'm glad that I could join because I bailed on my kid and I saw Thor Love and Thunder by myself because he refused to go.
Gotta do what you gotta do sometimes.
Now maybe he was a wise young man, but I saw it.
Well, you know what? You know what, Moto? Maybe that's good. I don't know if I would recommend taking your son to it.
We'll search here. Rick Hive's here. Rick Hive, welcome to the
show.
Hello.
Hey.
What's happening?
We've got...
Hello, Rick Hive.
I have not been on the screen with this guy forever.
The Hivster's here.
Yeah, it's been a while.
How you doing, Hive?
Oh, man, I'm doing all right.
Thor. Okay, there's Black Panther. There's the Lego. Okay.
Everybody show a little bit of Lego because I know I'm going to get some slack. That
exactly going to be all crazy. I got all my superhero figures with me. Okay,
I got some pretty cool some minifigs here. I got good old Silver Centurion and some Iron Spider-Man.
What am I doing?
Nice.
Oh man, you got the goat.
Prepare for some ugly.
We got the goat. I got this is
Quantumania. Let's do it.
Man, oh man.
Let's say hi to the chat like all the streamers do. Hey, Stud Sidious, thanks for coming in. This is hot. San Diego Comic Con is giving us so much to talk about. We're going to probably have to do a post show or talk in the back room.
Oh yeah, there's gonna be way too much for us to even talk about. In
Triple
this time
D,
frame.
Yeah.
Brick Studios, what's up?
I hear Moto. Gotta wave in.
He's just waving at Moto. Moto's here.
Hi, Con.
Ingrid's here. Mayo's here. Macro's here. Hope Castle.
Did somebody say Mayo? Did you see him highlighted in our intro?
Somebody say Mayo.
Dusty Bricks. Secret Squirrel.
Secret Squirrel's been tagging along throughout the evening.
Tina.
Everywhere.
Bricks. Brickhead family. We will be handing our show off to the Brickhead family. So at the end of the show, guys, I'm sure we'll try to catch a link to the Brickhead family and see how they close off the 72-hour stream, Lego community stream. This is my first hosting of an hour on the community stream, so I'm happy to be a part of it.
Awesome.
Welcome.
You're in
welcome.
Relatively okay-ish hands.
Welcome to myself. I've been streaming spoiler content. So we talk a lot on Friday Night Bricks. So basically, I'm a guest. I'm a co-host on Friday Night Bricks, and we always get stuck on Thor movie or whatever the new movie is, and somebody like Troy down in the corner over there will be like, I haven't seen it yet, and we can't talk about it. So I started my own show. So this is my own show, Jesse's Brick Galaxy, where we put AFOLs in the same panel and we talk about some sort of culture movie. And and we can spoil it without somebody like Kevin joining the stream.
Oh, okay. I'm out.
So,
hi, Kevin.
I was gonna say, well, to be fair, I mean, the name is spoiler warning, so it's like,
yes,
your disclaimer is the title, so that's
spoiler warnings for everyone on the chat. So, if you want to support the 72-hour stream and check in and chat and not hear these spoilers, hit the mute button. I don't know.
But keep watching and hit that like button.
Hit the button.
Look
hit
at all
the
the pretty
subscribe.
faces.
I do cover a lot of Lego.
Laundry.
Get the Brick is here. Click and Cliff.
Hey,
Jude.
Hey, Jude.
Mama Lego. Wow, thanks guys for tuning into the spoiler show. I hope nobody is too crazy about that content, but that's what I do. I'm going to stick to the format. We have Thor: Love and Thunder to talk about, and it is something that's been out for 2 weeks, so go see it, people. What are you waiting for?
That opening montage. I mean, come on. When he did the split.
Yes. It's a funny movie. I liked that sequence because it was like storytelling, right? They start with Korg telling the story of the mighty Thor, and
it's literally a story.
He goes from dad bod to god bod. It was good. I had a lot of fun with this movie. Let me get.
I just love how the Guardians don't care about him. They're like, yeah, move on.
Control of the chat. Get control of the chat. All right. So before I say what did you guys think or whatever, some of the highlights I liked with the Negro sword. Gore gets infected by this, black sword that somebody just died, and there's this gold, and his god is right there in this oasis, and that refers back to the comics. There's two entities that are intertwined in a black and gold entities. So did you guys like how that oasis appeared?
Yeah, I think it was a great summation of the comic. I mean, it made it there was a lot more to that because it wasn't just his child that died, but it was also his wife and his tribe and all that. But I mean, I think it was when you have to condense everything, they did a good job.
Yeah.
And it conveyed how the gods didn't give a damn. They're just sitting there drinking wine and lush whatever, and he's standing there in stark desert dying, and they're like, what? That's what you do.
There's kind of a parallel to Hive. What did you think? There's this whispering, evil demon.
Well, to be fair, I haven't actually seen the movie yet. No, but I've heard enough people that's talked about it and watched enough scenes. I feel like I've pretty much seen it. So, as far as the whispering goes, so look in the comics, that scene is what was he called? Because he had the venom. He was like the symbiote god. And then the sword is the Necro sword. So that whole scene played out a little differently, but I think they confirmed that was Noel that was dead. Mm-hmm. From what all the scenes that I've seen and what everybody's talked about and everything, it seems like they didn't give enough time for really him to flesh out the character a little bit more. But as far as the whispering and stuff like that, I mean, it makes sense because I feel like that sword would probably talk to you, and it probably latched onto him just because of his grief and the suffering and everything like that. Sure. So, I mean, that part really made sense to me.
Mm-hmm. I think that was a great way to write in the possession aspect of that plot. Because that's ultimately what that sword did, is it possessed him.
He's possessed and he's dying with that virus. There's a little bit of a parallel with Jane Foster getting cancer and then getting health or almost not cured, right? Because spoiler alert, she doesn't last the whole movie.
Well, you do to me, I see a lot of similar parallels between a lot of the villain arcs. So in Shang-Chi, right, the mind is corrupted, which turns someone evil, and then you got Wanda, who touches, her magic book, which corrupts her, turns her evil. This guy gets a sword, corrupts him, turns him evil. I'm just worried that's the arc is kind of playing itself out to have a villain that has to be have a redemption arc through the fact that they're somehow corrupted but they're good inside.
Thank you, Moto, because I'm working on a video right now about
it's a little bit of the Darth Vader trope showing up. I think it's okay if they do it once in a while and they pepper it in and they mix it up, but I've just seen like movie after movie after movie now. It's kind of hit. It's repeated enough times to where, and I'm pretty dense when it comes to this stuff, and even I noticed that.
So
but I like the whispering. I like the whole storyline arc. It's just I'm starting to see. It's almost becoming a trope.
But is it going to be like? Are they setting us up for a parallel with the Black Knight and Dane Whitman and the whole Ebony Blade?
It's a good possibility.
That would be different.
I don't know.
It's a good possibility.
Isn't that part of the null, the Ebony Blade? Isn't that why they're kind of like,
I can't remember if that really ties into it or not. Because, no, I don't know. I don't remember. I don't know enough about the Black Knight to know. He was kind of an oddball character.
But no, for this film, the one of the aspects of this film that I thought was, that Marvel's always on. And you talked about what did you think of the the highlight reel and then following the garden scene. The production design is absolutely stunning for this movie.
All right. So Ingrid's asking, let's ask Troy. He's got the hammer. The Mjolnir kind of talks to Jane also.
Well, that was a whole nother thing too, because there was a couple things they did in this movie that I was like, are you guys watching the movies before these?
Right.
And on a real short note, I think the MCU is going to start coming into a problem that real comics eventually start having and it's not really anybody's fault necessarily, maybe the editors, but you get so big and continuity goes for so long that different writers give people like slightly different powers sometimes, or you got to retcon something or something overlaps. Usually it's pretty subtle. Most of us, unless you're really hardcore, don't really notice it. But every once in a while, like they mess something up kind of bad. And I'm noticing that now. They've expanded so much in the movies and now into the TV shows, and they're trying to connect everything, but they're tripping up over themselves a couple times. So like giving kids powers, I know I'm jumping ahead a little bit, but that's one. But the Jane thing, how did the hammer know to protect her, right? It's because it's Thor, you know what I mean? So it's like, right. I don't understand. There's different times he could have done different things. I don't know. It's weird.
What do you think of Mighty Thor, Troy? I was trying to pass the mic.
I mean, I enjoyed it. I'm glad that we get Mighty Thor in live action. I mean, and we're getting Mjolnir back too. Not a whole lot to hate about Mighty Thor, really. It was a great selling point for this movie. I kind of wish they would have. I kind of wish they would have spent a little bit more time developing her a little bit.
Yeah, that could have totally been two separate movies with.
I think that's the different difficulties. I think Taika Waititi, he shot. I think his first cut was something like 4.5 hours.
Yeah.
Which was probably the right. I mean, I have a feeling that he.
I want to see the Wakiti cut.
Well, he doesn't want to release though,
right? Because he doesn't do that. Yeah.
No, I mean, he's been doing a lot of these miniseries, right? And I think he was kind of accidentally got in that miniseries length of format to have the story pacing built in for a 6-hour run or a 4-hour run, and maybe that's what we're seeing. Is it seems rushed and compressed because basically to lose a half of what was originally there. So maybe that's why it seems like things are underdeveloped. It's because maybe they are. Maybe all that content that would have
Even with Gore too, right? You know, they basically did a Guardian's distress signal that was like 15,000 scenarios of him killing gods, and that's it. And then we're gonna like show you one dead.
Yeah, that was ridiculous, man.
Yeah. So I mean, just to since we have to really go quickly, I'm gonna throw the shade. I was massively disappointed in this movie. Massively.
Huh.
It was too comical. I appreciate humor.
No,
I
agree,
liked the humor in Ragnarok. But it was over the top. It was every other minute. It was ridiculous. It made Thor look like an idiot. And they took what I think was one of the best comic stories and just didn't it no justice. They cut out all of the god butchering. Okay, so not to be, I don't know, someone who wants to just see all the gore, but
No, man, I want to see
I
some
want to
gods killed,
see
man.
all the gore. I want to see Gore doing his thing. This should have been, and I agree that it should have been two different movies. Trying to take two of the biggest Thor storylines, trying to merge them into one movie,
And then you have significant character deaths, and it's almost like wiped away. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I agree, though, Larry. It was way too much humor in it, man.
Yeah,
it was humor for humor's sake, and they took which again should have been a very dark. Because if you make it dark, the redemption is better. When the light finally comes, it's better. For me, at the end of the movie, I'm like, that makes no sense. It really just doesn't make
Neither
sense.
does Thor in this whole I'm trying to find myself thing. Dude, you're like
Right.
thousands of years old. What are you doing?
Right.
And I thought you already were trying to find yourself in like Ragnarok and like,
Yeah.
what are you doing, dude? You're supposed to be fighting battles. You're a god of thunder.
Right.
What are
Look
you
at
doing,
the
dude?
very first movie where he comes in and he's the cocky, young guy, and he's got to grow up. All right, so he grew up. Then okay, move on. But now he's doing it again, and he's I don't know. That's my shade. I was highly disappointed. I really hope. I like Taika Torch
Taika Waititi.
Taika Waititi. I like him. I really think he does good, but I think that he picked somebody else for
He
this
did
movie.
this one
if that's what
dirty.
you're
He
gonna
did
do.
this one dirty.
Hey, something that I didn't
Oh.
pick up on, if they did or not. Did they say how she got her cancer? Was it from the ether? From the
I think
the
they
Power
alluded
Stone. Was
to
it Power
it.
Stone? Reality Stone.
not really. I think it was dated to just just months ago that she found out about it. But
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it
think
was
they
more
just
fact-
alluded to it.
It was
Okay.
just fact based. She has cancer, and she's.
Kevin, you saw this movie, right?
Nope.
Lord.
I guess we'll save you till
Oh,
Comic Con news.
So
Hopefully,
you don't think that Loki is what keeps Thor serious? Without Loki as a threat, Thor just has nothing to do,
Well,
and that's why
they
he's
kinda
acting like a
making Loki
complete
to be
idiot
kind
and
of a
wandering
joke,
around with the
too.
Guardians and whatnot.
It has nothing to do with that. It's all about the writing. You can do it one way or the other, but I think they just swing and a miss on this one big time.
Yeah, I did not like it as much as the last one.
it's hard to do comedy right and hit everything for home runs.
It
I
seems
think
like there's a
Natalie
lot of good
Portman
stuff
was
there.
great as a Thor action character, but her I need a new catchphrase, "Eat my hammer." Like the timing
Yeah, it was
wasn't
a little
quite there.
forced.
And the 80s music that we're all expecting was decent, but not enough variety for me. There were 4 Guns N' Roses songs, for crying out loud. Why 4?
Also, in the trailers and everything, they really make it seem like the Guardians are in that movie a lot.
Yeah,
Right.
they were just
And-
like throwaway.
and-
Why were they even in there? Honestly,
I know. All the Guardians footage we saw in the trailers, pretty
Just-
much. Like
just to pass them
80% of it, and then they're done.
And
it's
I
on.
thought,
Well,
and I see, and I'm curious what the next Guardians movie, because I thought the way it made it seem was I thought Thor was just going to be chilling with Guardians, just going on adventures with them, like he was going to be part
Right.
of like they even called it what was it?
As Guardians of the Galaxy.
As
Yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy, yeah. So I don't know
yeah,
what
they
was
should
going on.
have. The Guardians should have came back at the end to help defeat Gore, in my opinion,
Well,
instead of the kids. Sorry.
No, I
Oh,
mean,
that,
you guys
don't
are,
get me started on the kids. That was ridiculous.
I mean, you guys.
I mean,
Thanks-
it was cool,
thanks,
but it was just
Disney.
like I don't understand. Like, it's
That's-
kind of like in the Star Wars universe when like now there was like healing powers all of a sudden and stuff. And it's like no Jedi's knew how to do that before Rey and Grogu. Like,
Why didn't they do that when Thanos attacked the ship?
All right,
Yeah.
Johnny.
so yeah, there's a lot of stuff
Johnny
like
G is
that.
asking for Natalie Portman guns. There you go.
She worked out.
Dude, her hair was
They-
magical in that movie.
It really kind of was.
Like her hair was just magical in that movie, dude.
Yep.
Yeah, that was good.
Well, like I
Yeah.
said, you know, Marvel can command the best VFX production design in the world at this point.
That was interesting.
So
But-
there's a huge scene with the City of Gods. We gotta go fast here.
So that one I did
Yep.
want to say. So
Om-
of all the
Omnipotence, City of the Gods, or the Godhead, or whatever it's called. What were you gonna say, Moto?
well, you know, you talked about gods getting killed. This is the one scene where you literally saw that happen, and it was really interesting in the way they covered it because
Oh,
I was thinking, man, you know, this scene would have been just gory as heck if it wasn't for the fact that the gods bleed gold. They turned it into this
Right,
They
they had gold
they had a
blood.
great
Sure.
production twist to make all the gods bleed a different kind of blood to make it almost seem almost sci-fi.
Yeah.
So if you think about it, that would have been like almost 300 level gore, because they're just blazing through, through
Yeah,
guards. and
everything.
everything's
That
just
was another scene that made absolute no sense.
everything's just getting slaughtered in there. That was
Yeah.
just nuts.
The good guys are slaughtering the good guys. I mean,
What
you
I'm
know,
curious about is why are all of them? Why are all the gods? I don't want to curse, man,
Tools?
but buttheads, dude. Like,
Tools? Yeah,
especially the one, the first one with Gore. I was like, dude, that is so heartbreaking the way that dude's treating Gore. Like, it's not even just like, hey, and I'm trying to just scoot out of responsibility. Like, he was straight up like, it's just.
Yeah.
Don't
I
give
was
a
like,
crap.
oh my god, dude.
And it seems like that's the majority attitude of a lot of these gods when you see them
Yeah.
actually conversing with each other. Is they're more interested in their party than they are with saving, you know, the universe.
I
That's
almost wish it was
how
more
a
like
lot of the
American
gods
gods.
were, though. Like the Greek and Roman gods were all about themselves. They weren't really nice people.
No, I mean it's fairly accurate, but I mean all the other gods that were there are kind of like agreeing, I guess, complicit. I mean, you had the feathered god of the Mayans, right? You had Quetzalcoatl. You had, I mean,
You had the god of dumplings. How stupid was that?
There's a
Have you
ton
ever
of
tried to
Easter
make
eggs out there,
dumplings?
though,
You
man.
need to pray.
There's a lot of Easter eggs. There's a lot of gods out there. I've seen a
Well-
couple breakdowns of them, most of them.
Yeah, and how did the whole orgy thing pass into that movie? How are you supposed to? It's a Marvel Disney movie. How you take your kids home? Dad, what's an orgy?
Oh well, it's when multiple
Well-
men and multiple women get together and
It's like yeah,
They
it's
drink
when,
wine, son. They
It's
drink
when a
wine.
man
Don't worry
and a
about it.
woman love each other very much, and they get all of their friends together to love them very
you
much.
just feel like it's just something the gods do. That's all.
And
do
then
you
there's
remember?
the,
Do you not remember the O ship in Ragnarok? To be fair, to
Right?
Taika,
Oh yeah, it's my
And
they
then,
didn't
uh,
mention it in the last movie.
That's
Korg
true.
just-
That's
Korg
good,
just-
good call, Troy.
Korg describes how his race creates babies, and that was pretty weird.
Did you notice? I can't remember. Wasn't his mate or whatever? Was his name Dwayne?
Yeah. When two
Dwayne
boys
The
find
Rock?
each other,
Dwayne the Rock.
Yeah.
Hello.
Dwayne the
I know. I
Rock.
was like, is that
Yeah.
a little play on those words there, like
Of course
Dwayne
it
The
is.
Rock Johnson?
Yes,
Jeez.
So,
all day long,
Because I was like, did he say Dwayne?
and that was pretty hilarious. That was actually a good joke in that movie.
Larry was like, "There was one good joke."
One
Oh,
good joke. I don't
I
know.
was actually kind of bummed though that Korg lived. To be honest with you, like, no man, because look, if you go kill him. But
Right.
don't do that
I'm just a
tugging
head-
on my heart
face.
string kind of thing, man. You know, like, yeah.
Do you think he'll grow back, or do he'll stay a vegetable face?
No, he grew back.
He grew back.
He grew
because
back?
of
I can't
post-credit
He,
scene.
remember.
he grew
Yeah.
back and had a boyfriend, and they
Got
held
married, yeah.
hands over the lava thing and made a pebble.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Okay.
Allegedly, they're going to make a
I
pebble.
remember.
I mean, it's implied, but yeah.
all right, we're towards the end. basically you fast forward through all that nonsense, and
My
I was
my
wondering
comment
when we were going to
is
see Eternity.
Eternity.
That was so cool
The
looking.
visual design of Eternity
Yep.
was spot on. That
Spot
thing
on.
was
It's
amazing.
pretty awesome.
Oh, yeah.
That,
Oh, yeah.
That was cool.
Yeah, I mean, as far as the visuals go, dude, you couldn't have asked for a better looking Eternity. I mean,
Yeah,
I don't know
I-
who did it.
I-
I mean, if it was ILM, Weta, whomever, I mean, Post Frame. I mean, there was a million different shops working on this, but whoever did this one,
you know, sometimes you see them as, I mean, it's basically the cosmic entity of all universes.
Yeah.
and
It
I
was-
feel like he's.
it was.
I can't remember if
so
he's
beautiful.
above the tribunal or right below.
No, he's
the
above.
tribunal.
He's above
Is he above
everybody.
him? Because I know the
Yeah.
one above all is above all. You know.
Well, he is.
That's-
This is it. This is that's it. That's
So
the
I like
universe.
that,
That's the
you know,
embodiment
they-
of everything.
I like that they made it simpler, I guess, for the viewers. You get a wish somehow. You get to eternity. You can make it basically make anything happen, and Thor throws the love card at him. You know, do you want to be this bad guy or save your daughter? And the title of the movie we get, his daughter comes back. Starts living with Thor, and I guess it's Chris Hemsworth's real daughter.
Yeah. I wonder how she got that
Yeah.
part.
Yeah, right.
Nepotism.
Nepotism. The
Through
word
casting,
is
a very
nepotism.
diligent casting process.
Well, a whole bunch of their kids were in this.
Yeah, I heard a whole bunch of them were in there.
yeah,
But so is she? So is she Eternity?
No, she's love.
right.
Because I know in the movie it was Eternity, like in the reflection, walking towards him, and I thought Eternity changed into her.
So I think she's a play on a character that's also in A-Force. There's a Eternity kind of little girl being, and I'm not sure her name. But
Well, her name is Love. That's why it's Thor Love.
is
and
her
Thunder.
name Love? Okay.
Yeah, her
that's
name is Love.
Yeah, and
So she's-
there is an entity like I mean, you have Eternity, you have the Living Tribunal, you have the pantheon of upper gods, and Love is one of them. And so it's again it's alluded to, and they're theorizing that that's who she is.
Yeah,
that
she is
she's
born.
an
She is born
embodiment
of.
that.
She is born of Eternity's wish. So yes, she has. You know, she's pretty overpowered. Is the way
Yeah.
to think of it.
Yeah, but will we see her again in like Young Avengers or something, or is
Probably.
one and done?
Once,
They're building
once
up
again,
the
it
Avengers.
depends on. It's like Indiana Jones 5. You know, Mutt's not there because 4 did not do well in the theaters. So we'll have to see. You know.
So
Stairs.
that
Why
makes
did
me
it have to
think
be
that that's what the
stairs?
MCU is going to do with Eternity. Is it's probably going to be kind of very vague. Maybe I really feel like the Living Tribunal is going to make a bigger appearance eventually,
They keep popping references in, you know, on and off.
and I think it's going to
strange.
be
Easter
in
eggs.
Secret Wars. That's when I think we'll see.
Yeah,
Not-
and
not
there is
during the
a
Kang Dynasty.
yeah part of the production design of the Tribunal was in the room leading into Eternity. So
Oh, he's
I
made a
mean,
few
yeah.
appearances now.
But yeah, the
very,
design.
very subtle.
We also have a cool post-credit scene where
Yes.
Hercules shows up. So we have a cool-looking Hercules, and we have way more news as far as like what Namor looked like in the Wakanda trailer to talk about in the future. The future looks crazy for the Marvel Cinematic Multiverse. What do you guys think? Post-credit scenes. We had the Valhalla and we had the Hercules.
Hercules, I feel like is to be expected, and I know it said Thor will return. So we're going to get a Thor 4.
I know you had 4 movies already. This would be 5.
Oh, that's
Well-
right. What am I thinking? Yeah. What?
This is Thor 4.
Wow.
I mean, who knows? I mean, it could be. They could say Thor returns and he'll be in the Marvels or something.
Right,
I
or
mean,
something.
Well, I mean, because clearly, I predict him and Hercules gonna tussle, and it's probably gonna be kind of similar to the comics where then they become friends or whatever
Right,
work together.
right.
But do we feel like Zeus will come back?
Yeah, I don't know. He was-
that dude.
he was telling Hercules like he wasn't quite dead right there. So
yeah,
but
that
he
was
doesn't have
another.
his bolt. Like they still have
travesty.
his bolt.
He's a strong guy. He's recuperating.
Well, and I feel like obviously Thor probably caught him off guard because I'm sure Zeus would have never expected that. You know what I mean?
No.
We need
All right.
better Bill in the next movie. Now that we got
All right, we're
Mjolnir.
half hour.
Oh, thank you, Troy.
We're a half hour in. That's it for Thor.
Switch gears.
We
wait.
got crazy talk with
Yeah.
Kevin Feige dropping the nuke of Secret Wars.
I got you covered.
Phase 6.
We got
Was it 6 or 5? I can't
No,
remember.
he
Oh.
announced.
There's
Yeah,
a
he
TV series
announced
in
all of
5.
Phase 5 and the start. Well, there's a lot of blank spots with dates here. 5.
Yeah.
For Phase 6, but he the only thing he didn't touch on was Fantastic Four to save for Disney D23,
Mhm.
which is in a couple of weeks or something. So wow.
Yeah.
Wow. What do you guys know? Like, Troy, what was one thing you took out of Comic-Con that, what's your highlight? What do you want to talk about?
honestly the funnest thing that I saw for me was I Am Groot.
I Am Groot.
I liked it.
It just
I liked
looked
it.
so fun
We
and
got a trailer. Yeah.
enjoyable, and it made me smile. And
The
I know it's only
animation
gonna be
does
like
look
a
very.
5-part. The animation looked good. It's only gonna be a 5-part thing, but I don't know, that's what really stood out for me. I don't know why.
There's something for everyone for sure. And yeah, I Am Groot is going to get his own Disney Plus show.
They're going to be shorts. It said they're going to be short.
Yeah. Unlike,
They could be 5
I
minutes
think
long.
one of the other big drops is Daredevil, Rebirth or Born Again.
Yep.
18
18.
episodes for Charlie Cox coming back into the MCU. Oh my gosh.
But I'm really interested to see how they'll do that. Because are they going to make it as gritty as Netflix did?
Right?
Because that's
Well,
what made it so good, man. Because, I mean, it's not about gore and violence. It really didn't have tons of that or anything, but it was just about the grittiness of it. They might, I don't know. I'm like, because I look at Moon Knight and I'm like, okay, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm just worried.
I'm
just want this stuff
pretty
to be good.
optimistic simply because the way they upped Kingpin's energy just for Hawkeye was a good sign.
Mm-hmm.
Because isn't he going to tie into Echo?
Yeah.
Don't know what they'll do with it.
In theory.
Announcement is Echo in the summer of 2023, and then Daredevil a year later,
Okay, so it's hard to say, honestly.
or less than a year, but probably.
Did they show anything for Quantum Mania? Did
Yeah.
I miss that?
Yeah,
There
it's
was-
right at
Did
the
show
top
something?
left.
It wasn't released to the public.
Yeah, like some of its stuff's released, some's not.
There's a leak
Okay.
of the trailer. They did show a trailer only to the audience, and
Gotcha.
that
I'm
is-
very curious about Secret Invasion as well.
Yeah, everything's been building up to that. It's the next major event in the
They
MCU.
did have Colby Smothers on stage. Our
The High Evolutionary was there. Let's not forget.
Yep,
He's
yep.
the person.
Yeah,
Yep.
The crowd and left.
Who's a scroll? Who's a scroll?
yeah. Because I remember in the comics, man, I was wild. Like Elektra, and there's a bunch of them, man, that was actually scrolls the whole time.
And with the multiverse angle, they can make
Oh,
people scrolls and then just,
Bye.
see ya. And
Yeah.
2 years we'll have Battle World or
I mean,
something.
right. I mean, the multiverse is like the best thing for them to have, man. That is their ace in the hole. You know what I mean?
True.
Because you could do so much and swap out characters, and we can have another Captain America vision. That's why I kind of wish I wish they would have just stopped at Endgame and then just kind of reset everything and made a whole new universe, And maybe we could have still kept some of the old characters because you have a multiverse type thing you could have brought in. But anyways, I don't know.
All right. Well, we touched on that. Guardians. We'll go through this Phase 5 since it's one image I have. Volume 3 or Part 3 of the Guardians is coming out. That had a leaked trailer also. So they did not show the whole thing, but apparently there's a baby rocket.
Well, it's a flashback. It's a flashback
Yeah, they're going to get into
They're going to
Rocket's
be telling. Yeah, they're going
backstory.
to tell him his origin story.
Is that what they're saying? It's gonna.
Yeah.
So it's
Oh, yeah, I
very
guess it-
You know
Rocket.
what? Look,
Okay.
it's James Gunn. It's going to be great.
Yeah, I have faith in James.
That guy's
Right.
hitting 1,000
Yeah.
so far.
2 for 2 for Guardians.
Not like
It's
that.
Fury.
cheek-
Well,
not like
And
that
don't forget
cheeky torch
Suicide
guy.
Squad and
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
So speaking of Suicide Squad, Marvel's version of it is the Thunderbolts, and
yes.
they just can't leave anything on the table for DC.
Of course not. Of course
That'll be our anti-heroes, maybe Hawkeye,
Yeah, I'm curious to see what their lineup will be.
U.S. agents,
Yeah, it'll be
Better
interesting.
have
maybe
Zemo,
White
otherwise
Vision.
it ain't really them.
Well, and
Well,
you know, we
let's
lost
go-
the actor that played Thunderbolt Ross. You know what I mean?
Right.
William
Oh, yeah.
Hurt.
Yeah.
William
So
Hurt.
I don't know if they'll still try and do a Red Hulk.
Val's going to represent the government, and I think Zemo's going to be the behind the curtain leader
Mhm.
of
Yeah.
Thunderbolts somehow.
I think so too.
Now, is the Marvels? Those are the young. It's like the Teen Titans version of Marvel.
I think
Universe?
that's going to be Captain Marvel, Ms. Kahala.
It's Kamala Khan. Yeah, Miss
Kamala
Marvel.
Khan.
but
And
they
then
also-
Rambo. No, Monica. Shoot.
Monica Rambeau, yeah.
Monica Rambeau will be either Photon or a version of Captain Marvel like
Mhm.
her mom was in the
Mhm.
comics.
But I mean, normally, what is it? It's the younger heroes, right? Isn't it,
I don't know.
Well,
or not?
Well, it's
It's-
not a comic,
it's
as far as I know.
it's kind
Okay,
of three characters that have Marvel in their name.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay.
So the Marvel Vels, there's three kind of logos in there.
Okay.
Captain
I see
Marvel,
Kamala. I see Kamala's symbol. in
Ms.
there, but I
Marvel, and Captain Marvel again, I guess, if you will, if you count a version of that as Photon.
didn't. So the illusion of the ending makes a lot more
Because
sense.
that movie is supposed to be basically Captain Marvel too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Correct.
Got it.
White Widow, no, that it's well, we have Yelena as the new Black Widow. She'll probably be in the Thunderbolts.
I agree.
Axel.
That makes sense.
A few people in the chat, not as chatty as some of the other streams because of the spoiler stuff. But this is what we're gonna do for an hour, another half hour. Loki.
Yeah, looking
was
forward to
so
that.
good.
Yeah, I enjoyed Loki, man.
What are they
Loki's
gonna
cool.
do in season 2? Are they gonna? I mean, they're gonna introduce Kang a little bit in Quantumania, and we'll get more, I'm sure, in Loki season 2.
Well, that's the beauty of Loki is, it's like I could not have expected what that was going to be about, and I just enjoyed that it was so delightfully, wonderfully well written and unexpected. So I don't care. Just take me wherever you guys want to go because it was bonkers and I loved it.
Right?
Yeah.
Agreed. Loki's
Yes.
the best series they've put out so far, in my opinion.
Oh wait, Kevin's still here.
Kevin's still
Yeah,
here.
Kevin's
Yes.
still here. I was very
talking-
disappointed there was no X-Men news whatsoever in any of this, so I'm Loki and Guardians are about all I'm interested in.
Wah,
Yeah.
wah, wah. We did have
X-Men
X-Men
97.
97 animated news the first day. So they are going to, they showed some character art of Magneto and the usual stuff. So it wasn't really much new other than this is still coming.
Yeah, and that will be cool, but it won't tie into the MCU unless they pull a what if sort of thing.
I thought it was interesting that
Yeah,
they used
Kama's a mutant.
Magneto's 80s costume.
It'd be cool. Like, what do you think if X-Men 97 becomes like Doctor Strange's Earth 838, where the Illuminati had Professor X in the chair, so that 838 world could be the X-Men 97 world.
I
I
would be
heard
okay with
something about that too. I can't remember where or if it was really solid, but I heard that they might do something with that universe. Because if
I
you
would-
think about it, man. Imagine the X-Men, Avengers, all these people coming back to where the Illuminati are finding out like somebody killed Professor X and all these guys. Fantastic, like Reed Richards, like they come looking for somebody, man. Like,
Right.
so I feel like that's definitely something that could happen.
So what is the storyline where the different universes, or sorry, the different parts of the multiverse actually start to actively fight each other?
Oh.
What was the
Secret
name
Wars.
of that run?
Secret Wars.
Yeah,
Secret
but
Wars,
not
right?
to be confused with the Secret Wars in the '80s. That was a
Right,
that was
right,
a different storyline.
No, but I'm thinking that's where Marvel's, in my mind, is kind of headed, is once they start to introduce all these different multiverses.
Yeah.
We saw it introduced in Doctor Strange pretty hard.
Yeah.
Kamala Khan is now listed as a mutant. She has a mutation in her DNA. You can see where this is going, where they are going to have a multiverse war with all these different worlds fighting each other.
We might see Doctor Doom or hear or mention of Doctor Doom in the She-Hulk series, maybe. I don't know if that's the one I heard about, but because going back to Secret Wars, I'm wondering if they would use Doctor Doom or if they'd use Kang as the.
So we got Wakanda trailer, and the best thread of why the Atlanteans are fighting the Wakandans is a certain Latvia ruler is pulling the strings to probably hoard some vibranium.
Right.
And then we get our teaser for the Fantastic Four through all that.
Through Doom, probably.
Through Wakanda, through Atlanta. It's a worldwide and multiverse crazy crossover.
You can kind of see it slowly playing out, but it's kind of nice that we're headed towards another type of endgame type, spectacular showdown.
But the people that you kind of get teased in some of these trailers, also in Wakanda, they have Riri Williams hammering out her Iron Man kind of armor. And that is going to get her own series also next year, late. So,
which series is that?
Ironheart is basically a young woman that is smart enough to forge her own armor and kind of become a new Iron Man type of character.
Oh, okay, cool.
So Ironheart and
like Stark on a budget.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, she'd probably be tied in with Wakanda somehow since she's in the movie.
Yeah, her and Shuri kind of meet, and there might be some.
Oh yeah, well they have mad coins, so don't have to worry about funding at that point.
So if she gets help there, ultimate like she'll have to prove herself. I'm sure, like she's like there's a scene that's just like Tony in a cave hitting the hammer on the steel. So she's gonna kind of take that torch over. We got Blade coming up also next year. Not much was said about that, but I really like the supernatural, realm of the superheroes. So I'm hoping they tease some Midnight Suns in there. What did you think, Troy?
Oh yeah, Blade definitely at the top of my list for me. It'll be a breath of fresh air to see something other than Wesley Snipes as Blade. I didn't mind him, but it'll be nice. Because it'll probably be based in the UK in London where the original comics.
Right. Bring back Ryan Reynolds and Jessica Biel.
Well, what my worry is I'm very used to and comfortable with a rated R Blade. So I have no idea what a Marvel version, a Disney version is going to be like. And I'm going to be optimistic about it because that actor, I can't remember his name, but he's an awesome actor. But I don't know. I'm like, are we going to get to see any heads get chopped off? I don't know what's going on, man.
Nice.
I mean, we've got Deadpool as a rated R movie on Disney Plus now. So,
but they're going to put it on Disney Plus or on Hulu. I figured they'd throw it on Hulu.
No, Disney.
Dude, people are gonna be so mad. They're gonna protest Disney if they put Deadpool on Disney Plus.
Well, no, because they're gonna
it's on now.
Go and watch it right now.
It's on right now.
Yeah, it's on.
Yeah, you can watch Logan and Deadpool 1 and 2 on Disney Plus.
Is it censored?
I watched it yesterday.
No.
You can do your rating on
locks. Yeah,
parental controls. There's parental
you
controls.
can say I only want to see 14 and under.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I went right to it yesterday and watched it and relived all that nonsense. It was fantastic.
No, that's great. I mean, I don't want Disney to go full.
I think Hive's heart just grew 3 times bigger.
Well, I mean, it's just like I said. I want Disney to still make be Disney, but I mean, that's cool, man.
Yeah, no,
I didn't
yeah.
think they do that.
Ryan Reynolds
Yes.
specifically said he wouldn't do he wouldn't do the next movie if it wasn't rated R.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
So we don't know when, that was not announced, but they
Well,
put it
then-
on Disney Plus. So
Well, then maybe Blade will be rated R.
we're getting close. Yeah,
Maybe.
I
I
think
mean,
so.
come on. It's like, come on, Disney. Don't just make a Deadpool. I mean,
More
you
could
know,
be.
Act like you have some
More.
adults that enjoy these movies and wouldn't like a little bit. You don't have to go over the top.
I
Go
mean,
a
when you
little
look
mature.
at this lineup, which one would you make rated R?
Blade,
Right.
definitely Blade. Yeah.
Hey, I didn't see. What was the last one? The Captain America.
The
What
New
is
World
So,
Order.
Captain America. Do you know about this one, Troy?
What, Captain America?
Yeah.
I didn't see much of it now.
Okay. I'm not sure what the New World Order lineup is, but we're definitely talking about Sam Wilson.
Yeah.
Our Falcon Cap or whatever you want to,
Uh-huh.
we're trying to call him Captain America. They're giving him his own movie and just we'll
Well, he was Cap in the comics too, man, and he made a good Cap.
Yep.
He is Captain America.
I can't remember if he or Bucky was the first
That
one to
movie
take the mantle,
is the primer for Thunderbolts, so I'm sure U.S. Agent will come back and some other stuff where he's gonna have probably an Avengers level movie with Captain America, New World Order, and Thunderbolts after that.
Right on. Oh man, I'm looking forward to it.
Russian
All right.
hero.
Did you guys watch the She-Hulk trailer?
Yeah.
Yes.
What did you guys think of the CGI? Was it better?
I
this
don't
time?
think it's ready yet.
I don't know.
No,
if it's
I
ready.
didn't. I thought it was better.
I
It
thought there was
depended
better
on where I
scenes.
watched it.
Yeah, where you watched it and what she was doing. Like, she looked at the camera, she broke the fourth wall, and it looked pretty decent because you could see kind of the wrinkle in between her nose. And otherwise, it is a little too smooth.
I was like, as long as it wasn't on YouTube and downsampled, it was okay.
There's Lego for the channel, all you true believers out there.
There you go.
We got the goat boat.
I'm
Sorry,
swooshing some goats.
we didn't talk about
Also a
Tooth Gnasher and Tooth
Oh
Grinder.
yeah, none of
The
screaming.
goats
Oh my god, the screaming.
screaming. Oh my gosh,
Again.
it was kind of weird.
It's one of those
Anyway.
jokes that's great for me. Great once. It's pretty funny the second time, but after that, I'm like, oh come on, man. Like,
Yeah, I mean the goat screaming meme had already that had kind of already come and gone by the time the
Yeah.
movie came out.
Yeah, it's been
As much as
like
I like
years.
spoiling the movies with you guys and theorizing, it is sometimes good to go in without knowing what's going to happen and have fun with it. What else are you guys looking forward to? I like the What Ifs series.
Oh, yes.
Major
Yes,
What
that
If.
was
That's the
vibe.
one I'm looking forward to the
favorite,
most.
Favorite. Yep.
Love
And
me some What If.
spin-off of Marvel Zombies, I think would also possibly be like an R-rated zombie story.
Yeah, I heard that it's going to be closely adapted to Kirkman's run on it, but I don't know how much. But that whole storyline was way better than I ever thought it was going to be, man. I thought it was going to be extremely campy, which it did have some campy stuff in it, but like it's all because of Kirkman. His writing, like if you watch The Walking Dead, and all this other stuff, Invincible, but yeah, I'm looking forward to the Marvel Zombie. I forgot about that one, man.
Yeah. Oh, there's so much. There's going to be a 1-hour Werewolf by Night special.
That was like, what? I mean, it's cool, but just like, what?
I'm telling you, I got it all covered. I don't know much about it, but we're going to get werewolves.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
That'll be the end of Phase 4 when we see Guardians. And then we talked about all this Phase 5 stuff. We went through all the movies on the screen. Deadpool 3 will probably be in that 2024. Maybe it'll be later. I'm not sure. Shang-Chi 2 will also be getting another shot. Did excellent. Probably the best movie of the year. Shang-Chi, other than Spider-Man. And Spider-Man 4 is also getting a Sony run, so we'll see Tom Holland again, I believe. And they announced that other animated stuff, Freshman Year. And we got another teaser
Oh,
for
yeah.
Daredevil, voiced by Charlie Cox again. And they showed the black suit this time. In She-Hulk,
Yeah,
they
and
showed
then
the
Vincent
yellow and red.
D'Onofrio is confirmed as Kingpin for that too.
Back on?
Vincent D'Onofrio is confirmed as Kingpin for that series.
Oh, okay, so we got the Kingpin back, the actor. And some good voice acting in some of the animated shows.
So
I really like
the very next thing we have coming up is She-Hulk, right?
She-Hulk
think-
is next. Yeah.
Yeah.
She-Hulk, August 17th. So
Wow, that's
we
right
are
around the corner, man.
Jeez.
weeks away of that. I Am Groot is going to be August 10th, so we will see that, I guess, a little bit before. That's interesting.
Cool.
And we're waiting for the future after that. Armor Wars, Agatha, we didn't mention. Coven of Chaos, they changed the title a little bit. That sounds cool. Another cool character they're going to spin off from WandaVision. Who are we missing? What's our wish list?
Bill Murray.
X-Men.
Bill Murray. Bill
Yep.
Murray. We are going to be. What was Bill Murray in? He was in Ant-Man, or
He's rumored to be in the Ant-Man movie.
yeah.
Oh,
no,
and
Oh, really?
I haven't
Hilarious.
heard. MODOK is also.
MODOK is going to be in there too.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's what I heard.
That's funny.
so that's wild. Well, I know we're in our last 10-minute rundown here. Larry, what's on your wish list? What did Kevin Feige not put under the tree today?
Oh, it wasn't about. There's too much under the tree. I mean,
Santa Feige.
I'm not.
confused.
It's like I have zero interest in watching Echo, but I'm gonna watch it because it's Marvel. I'm just my further for the future years Christmas lists. I want Marvel to get their head out of their butt because I was so looking forward
Marvel.
to this Thor movie,
And
it
Con,
was such a letdown.
I'll throw it to Con, and I hate to do it, but you said, why aren't we going to talk about DC? And we didn't touch on DC. We're talking about Comic-Con. There's all this other stuff going on. Did you like Shazam and the Black Adam, Con?
Yeah, the Shazam and the Black Adam trailer were both pretty good, and so was the Harley Quinn. I really love the Harley Quinn.
Harley Quinn, I'm looking forward to that animated show. Yep. All right.
But yeah,
Well,
I'm really liking the Black Adam. The Shazam looks like it's gonna be funny, like Thor was, but appropriately funny. Because there was like humor or whatever, but we could tell they were still taking things seriously and they're introducing the entire Shazam family. So that's going to be fun to see Mary Marvel and all that. Although I don't think they'll take the Mary Marvel storyline that it went, the way it went in the comic books or anything. But yeah, it looks
Right
good. The stuff that they're releasing looks like it's at a level with Marvel. It's just not Marvel. It's just like, here's 5,000 things, and DC's like, I got 2. So it's kind of like they got lost in the avalanche.
yeah.
But they both look good. If you're a DC fan, they look good.
Let's ask Kevin, our Star Wars rep, possibly. Were there Star Wars leaks and trailers or news that we need to know?
And nothing that important. They announced the main character for the Acolyte, and
Acolyte.
I don't think they've shown much else. I'm still waiting to see the Mandalorian season 3 trailer. So
I think Kevin Feige came out and everybody just gave up.
yeah.
I mean, DC and Warner didn't even have a booth.
Wow.
What?
Dude, I'm telling you, man, DC better get it together. And I feel bad for them, but at the same time, I don't, because they could have made certain decisions a lot earlier on and not been in this situation they're in right now, especially with the Flash. That's the biggest one I'm worried about, or not worried necessarily, but wondering about is I'm curious how they're going to do all that.
I want more Ahsoka. Moto, I'm going to throw it to you because I think you know a little bit about what happened on the Lego panel.
Yeah, well, I've been reading the news coming out of it. I don't know
let
if
us
you guys-
know.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, right after Marvel, Lego, I think, took the stage right after Marvel.
Yep.
Talk about a hard act to follow, right?
Right?
So, yeah, most of the announcements were around the Lego Masters production. So they did their full kind of like ad spot for season 3.
Yes, season 3.
And
okay.
then they've announced that they're going to do a holiday special, a limited run Lego Masters US holiday special.
Wow.
And then as far as sets, I think the only thing I've seen come out of that was Avatar.
Yeah, I think that's all they showed was
Avatar sets and Ninjago, I think.
Well, they
like the last
talked
chapter.
a little bit about Ninjago, but mostly I think they delayed the next season a bit. So it's not going to come out till later in the year than it was expected.
All right.
I
Thanks,
think that's what I recall.
I knew it wasn't enough to talk for a whole hour about, but I know for people watching at home, there's your Lego update. We got Lego Masters 3. We got a Lego Masters holiday special. And we got some sets out there that are going to be crazy on August 1st.
You've been getting hate, man?
I like season 3 looked. The teaser was very, very well done. But man, looks like there's a lot of drama this season.
Well,
so
we saw half an episode earlier this year.
Yeah,
I was like, "What's going on?" They're going to show. It was long. I was like, "This. It looks like a whole episode," and then no judging. So
no judging. No judging.
Yeah, but I remember at LegoCon they were talking about 2 of the people from Lego Masters from wasn't they from this season? Were on there?
They had some Australian people on there doing and last year I think they had
because there was like 3 sets of 2 people.
Yeah, they did a little mini challenge.
Yeah, but I thought 2 of them were from this season.
Yes, Randall Sarita were from season 2.
Yeah.
Oh, season 2. Okay.
Yeah, they were on my season.
All right, I'm thinking.
Cool to see them.
They rep the U.S.
Troy, in our last 4 minutes, you have a show maybe that's coming up tomorrow?
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, I'll be there. Mock day at 6 p.m. Pacific.
All right, this
you got
is your chance.
If you got something to show off, you guys are more than welcome. Anybody in the community that wants to come on, and even if you don't have something to show and you just want to hang out and talk shop about techniques or how to build mocks and stuff like that, you're more than welcome.
All
Come
right.
on, we'll take you.
I'm gonna try to pull up the link to the next show. Otherwise, follow all my friends here. Agents of Mock. Mock Day is coming up Mondays. Brick Hive, you do a couple shows.
Well, I got a morning show every Sunday morning called Good Morning Brick World. Hosted with me and Doc Sampson and Titanium J.
Mighty TJ.
The mighty TJ. And yeah, I just do other random Hive streams, drawing streams once in a while. I put out some content here and there.
Very good.
There,
it was
man.
fun to watch.
I get the notifications. It is not here and there.
I guess it's here and here. Never mind.
So I've touched on this, and Larry and I talked about on this Friday. My biggest concern with Marvel is that they're not going to keep their continuity. They're going to start going all over the place, and they're just not going to be as cohesive as they have been in the past. And from what I'm seeing, that may or may not happen. We'll see. But that's my biggest concern.
All right.
Quality over quantity.
Yep.
Any other plugs? Con, you have
I'm just building a sand crawler. Just
an alias channel you want to plug? Doc Sampson. Look for a Doc Sampson channel out there. He has some good videos. Larry's always doing something with his lugs and Instagram. So follow all these guys on Instagram. That's where I post a lot of my Lego. Other than the spoiler show, so working on my.
You can see Larry and Jesse build on Friday Night Bricks, guys.
I'll flex a little bit here. I'm starting my habitat, my sig fig habitat.
Oh, dude! Somebody wants a sailboat,
dude.
I got
looks
the
like where you're
containers
sitting.
in the back.
That's crazy.
I'm trying to put this thing on the wall.
Nice.
Oh boy!
Oh
yeah, we've had
so cool.
we've had at least one entry so far.
Can you put that?
But other people have been talking about it.
Can you show
I'm gonna
that
make
again?
me a new one. Man, mine sucks.
Yeah.
Man.
All right. Brickhead Family is live. Everybody
All
go
right, let's go watch
raid the Brickhead family.
Go over there.
Everybody follow everyone on the 72-hour stream. Go. Just look for that icon and click on everybody's videos and like and comment.
And like this one. Like
yes,
it.
don't forget to like this stream, everybody.
Let me know what you think. I definitely have some regulars here, thanks to Johnny G and Get the Brick for some good comments, and some other people that keep the chat alive. I appreciate you guys being here. So we had a great show, and we're hitting the 1 hour, and those guys are live. So they're doing some crazy stuff. I got to meet Nick and Jigglepuff and all the Brickhead family at Chicago. What a fun group of individuals. And
there's way too many cats on
if you want to know what it's like for a family to go to Chicago, watch their vlog videos, because they go right from the hotel to the car to the front door and walk you through some drafts. They've got all kinds of content. So
I got a draft with one or two of the boys, and what a great group, what a great family.
All right. Until next time, true believers, Excelsior.
Enough said.
Good one.
Enough said. Yeah.